You're afraid of talking with your partner about the problems in the relationship because it goes from 0 to 100. You feel like you're walking on eggshells, that you have to tiptoe, and nothing ever gets resolved. I'm Ronald, and I'm a relationship and family therapist. And we're here to talk about partners getting triggered during the arguments that result in unresolved problems in the relationship. Why is it a problem? How does it come about? And what to do? When couples have unresolved problems, it becomes a rock in their shoe. It's out of sight, but it's still there, poking and prodding, and it inevitably comes out and manifests itself in the relationship. Conflict in itself is not a problem. When managed properly, conflict can mean closeness, but it becomes a problem when it remains unresolved. Couples sweep their problems under the rug instead of dealing with them, in the hope that it will go away. It saves them from having to face the pain. But with time, they find themselves getting triggered by certain topics. The arguments escalate out of control and nothing gets resolved. Here's how it unfolds. Couples engage in non-productive conflict. This conflict escalates. Then over time, one or both partners develop a no-go zone, boundaried by protective walls. The protective walls keep the other partner from entering. If or when the other partner makes their way into the no-go zone, this triggers an escalated response, and the protective walls are reinforced. This ensures that unresolved conflicts stay unresolved. It's not just about protecting oneself though. There is a good reason. It's also about protecting the relationship, to stop things from escalating to a point where it's damaging the relationship. But it's a short-term solution with a long-term consequence. An indicator of unresolved conflict is kitchen sinking. That is, piling all the dirty dishes, bringing all the complaints and transgressions of the past and the present onto the table all at once. It's not just about that thing in the moment, but everything else all at the same time. Kitchen sinking is the accumulation of rocks in one's shoe. The solution to breaking down the no-go zone lies in how it was built in the first place. It's not about what you argue about, but how you argue about it. It's the escalation of the conflict that is a real problem. The reason why the no-go zone came to existence. And when you turn up differently, so will your partner. We need to learn how not to escalate. And partners need to re-establish that sense of safety in the relationship so that there's no longer that fear of entering the no-go zone. A part of safety is feeling like you don't have a pile of dirty dishes waiting for you. That is too overwhelming. You don't know where to start. We need to clean one dish at a time. When a no-go zone is established, if you touch the trigger, you set off the explosion. To truly resolve the problem, we need to get to the core of it. It's not about sex, money, in-laws, kids, or division of labor, or whatever topic you think you're arguing about. At the core, couples argue about three main themes: care and closeness, power and control, respect and recognition. When you acknowledge the core issue, you go a long way to resolving the real problem. And the best time to resolve a problem is now.